When your cat slowly presses their paws into a blanket, your lap, or even your stomach, it looks adorable, almost babyish. But this behavior is not random. Cat kneading is one of the oldest survival patterns still living inside your cat's body. And depending on when, where, and how it happens, kneading can mean comfort, bonding, scent marking, nesting, or even stress. The part most owners miss is that this behavior begins before kittens can even properly see. Most people call it making biscuits and assume it means one simple thing: my cat is happy. And yes, happiness can be part of it, but that explanation is much too small. Because the biology behind kneading starts in the first days of life. Newborn kittens knead their mother's belly while nursing. Those slow, rhythmic paw movements help stimulate milk flow. At the same time, the kitten is surrounded by warmth, scent, body contact, and food. So kneading gets linked to some of the strongest safety signals a cat will ever experience. That matters more than most people realize. Because adult cats do not keep kneading for no reason. They keep doing it because the behavior is tied to regulation. It helps the body settle into comfort and security. And this is where it gets interesting. When your adult cat needs a blanket, a pillow, your chest, or your lap, they are not literally thinking, "This is my mother." Cat behavior is usually more subtle than that. What is happening is that softness, warmth, scent, and stillness can activate some of the same emotional pathways connected to early safety. So kneading is often a self-soothing behavior. It is one reason many cats knead right before sleep. Their body is shifting from alertness into safety. The paws begin moving, almost like a ritual. And texture matters here too. Soft fleece, wool, thick blankets, and warm clothing often trigger kneading more than flat or slippery surfaces. Those materials give the paws just enough resistance to feel satisfying. Press, release, press again. For some cats, that motion is deeply calming. Some cats even drool while kneading. That can look strange, but it often happens when a cat is extremely relaxed, and those early nursing associations are strongly activated. But here is what most people miss. Kneading is not only about memory, it is also about scent. Cats have scent glands in their paws. Every time they knead, they are not just pressing into a surface, they are also leaving behind a subtle chemical signature. So if your cat needs your blanket, your bed, or your body, part of what they may be doing is marking that place as familiar and safe. And that changes the meaning completely. Because now kneading is not just, "I feel good here." It is also, "This place belongs in my safe world." That is why cats often need the same spots over and over again. The same throw blanket, the same pillow, the same corner of the couch, the same person. The behavior becomes emotional and territorial at the same time. Now, there is another biological layer people rarely talk about. Wild cats and small wild felines often prepare a resting spot before settling down. They circle, press, scratch, and adjust the surface underneath them. It helps create a safer, more comfortable place to rest. Domestic cats still carry pieces of that instinct. So when your cat needs a blanket before curling up, part of the behavior may also be nesting. They are shaping the space, testing the softness, turning it into a better place to relax. And that is why kneading can look almost trance-like. It is not just one meaning, it is several ancient systems overlapping at the same time. Early nursing memory, self-soothing, scent marking, nesting, all inside one tiny movement. Now, you might be wondering why some cats knead constantly while others almost never do. Part of it is personality. Some cats are more tactile, more routine-driven, or more attachment-focused than others. Part of it may be life history. Cats that were weaned early, bottle-fed, or strongly attached to soft fabrics may need more. Not always, but sometimes. And part of it is simply environment. Indoor cats live around blankets, beds, soft clothes, and stable comfort cues all the time. A behavior that may have been brief in the wild becomes much more visible in a modern home. So if your cat needs a lot, that does not automatically mean something is wrong. But it also does not always mean one simple thing, like love. And this is exactly where people oversimplify. If your cat needs you, yes, it can be a strong trust signal. Your body is warm, your scent is familiar, your presence feels safe enough for your cat to relax deeply. That is meaningful. But the deeper meaning is not just affection in the human sense. It is regulation, security, and attachment. Your cat is using your presence to feel settled. And honestly, that may be even more meaningful than the usual cute explanation. Now, here is the part nobody talks about enough. Sometimes kneading can also increase during stress. Why? Because self-soothing behaviors do not only happen when an animal already feels safe. They can also happen when an animal is trying to create safety. That is a huge difference. A cat may need more after a stressful change, during uncertainty, or alongside behaviors like wool sucking, clinginess, restlessness, or over-grooming. In that context, kneading is not purely a sign of calm. It may be a coping strategy. So context matters. Ask yourself, when does my cat knead? Before sleep? During cuddling? After loud sounds? When guests visit? When the house feels different? The behavior itself is not random, but the meaning depends on the moment around it. And there is one more thing you should know. If kneading suddenly becomes obsessive or appears alongside appetite changes, hiding, pain signs, vomiting, or unusual vocalizing, do not dismiss it as just a cute habit. Sudden behavior changes deserve attention. Most kneading is completely normal, but sudden changes in repetitive behavior can sometimes be a clue that something deeper has changed. Now, let's talk about the part owners feel most directly: claws. Some cats knead very gently. Others seem determined to tenderize your stomach like dough. If your cat needs you with claws, do not punish them. From your cat's perspective, they are doing a deeply rooted comfort behavior. Punishment can damage trust and create confusion around closeness. Instead, place a soft blanket between your lap and their paws. Keep nails trimmed if your cat tolerates it. And if there is a specific blanket they love, offer that before they climb onto you. That way, you protect your skin without turning a bonding moment into something negative. The real question is not, why is my cat doing this weird thing? The real question is, what state is my cat trying to create? Because kneading is one of the clearest examples that cats are not random. A small, repetitive paw movement can carry biology, memory, scent, instinct, and emotion all at once. So what really happens when your cat kneads? Your cat may be revisiting one of the earliest comfort patterns in life. They may be marking a place or person as safe. They may be preparing to rest. They may be calming themselves down. And sometimes, they may be showing just how deeply they trust you. That is why kneading feels so tender to watch. It is not just cute, it is ancient. If your cat needs, tell me where they do it most: your lap, your blanket, your bed, or your stomach. And if your cat also sleeps with you, watch that video next, because the biology behind that behavior connects directly to this one.